Ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. Greetings to you, wherever you may be in the world. I said, the situation is alarming. At this very moment, as we speak, the entire territory of Ukraine has issued a maximum alert. And this alert has nothing to do with the opening of the new front. The front that Russia has recently opened, the new territory, the new Ukrainian region that Russia wants to reclaim after having chewed through the Donetsk Oblast. All of Ukraine is on maximum alert. And this alert is at an even higher level than the alert we experienced before. Confirmation was given by the United States Embassy in Ukraine. You know that the US Embassy in Ukraine had sounded the alarm, and then the surgical strikes we have witnessed over the past 48 hours took place. But this time, it's a whole different level. According to the information we are receiving, Russia has not yet retaliated, or at least the retaliation is not yet complete. Russia wants to carry out a real strike to complete its response. Like what happened was just breakfast. It was just the introductory phase. And this time, what's coming? If what happened before was just the introductory phase, with bombs dancing in the sky, then what will it be this time? What is going to happen? Ladies and gentlemen, in this video conference, we are going to talk about this alert, this hot and burning news. But before continuing, I ask you to share the video conference as much as possible. Share it in every group you can. Yes, the situation is very serious. Don't forget to give likes. Likes give me the strength to keep breaking down the news for you. And above all, don't forget that what really supports our channel and our videos are your comments. Leave your different opinions in the comments. If you don't have a specific opinion, just comment, "Hello Samurai," or you can write Moyen Express. All right, let's go. The news spread very quickly, like wildfire. Russia is preparing a massive response. A massive response. That is to say, Russia is the kind of entity you should never start a fight with. Because even when it's tired, it doesn't give up. That's the impression we have. According to circulating reports, the information points to the most powerful multilateral strike. A powerful Russian multilateral strike against Ukraine will take place in the coming days. They say multilateral strike. That means they're striking everywhere. Chaotically. Everywhere. And with an intensity never seen before. I'm telling you, it's all very sad. The world needs peace. Let's go deeper. So, we learn that this retaliation is described as complete. That is the level Russia will reach, and the Russians will say, yes, that's enough. The retaliation is complete now. This is what Russia intends to do. A complete retaliation. It seems that what happened in Kharkiv, it seems that what happened recently, even the daughter of Donald Trump's special envoy, Kate Kalong's daughter, called her father at night, panicking on the phone. "Dad, the earth shook in Ukraine. Dad, all we hear are explosions everywhere. Dad, things are not okay." For the first time, the capital, Kiev, under fire, it's just falling. Yes, this is not satisfying. Russia is not happy. Russia wants a complete retaliation. According to the information, this full-scale response should involve various types of aerial assets. Russia will use different types of aerial means, whether it's cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, guided drones, or guided glide bombs, which I personally call decoy bombs, because they are bombs that can feint, bombs with intelligence. That is to say, truly extraordinary. It will involve various types of aerial assets, and we are learning that this response is characterized by a massive scale, the likes of which have never been seen before in Ukraine. It will be massive, brutal, and continuous. Maranatha, massive, brutal, and continuous. At least if it's massive and then it stops, we could understand. At least if it's brutal and then it stops, we could understand. But it's massive. It's massive, it's brutal, and it's ongoing. The coming days seem to be dark days for Ukraine. And that's why these negotiations should continue in order to achieve peace. There's another detail. It is said that the response, it is specified that it would not be symmetrical. Yes, I don't even know what that actually means in the end. Because already, the three characteristics we've just discussed, for me, that's already beyond me. So, according to information sources, military experts say that Kaufman may have suggested that the SBU building, the Ukrainian Intelligence Service building, could be a potential target of this attack. Yes. Meaning this time, they are going to target types of infrastructure that Ukraine will never forget in its lifetime. Never. So that means that everything we've seen in these past few days was just the introductory phase of their response. And what's coming is nightmarish. It will be pitiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you, we are in the restart phase. They have restarted the conflict by refusing to grant peace to Ukraine. They have restarted the conflict. And it's as if we're right back at the very beginning in 2022. This is serious. The situation is becoming complicated. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the top story in the news. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I'll be back with more news for you shortly. This was the voice of your one and only Samurai.